Hello, my beautiful warriors of love. Welcome. My name is Sabrina. Before we get into the extended of this reading, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this transit from Pluto into Aquarius, and how you will see the change within your life, within your relationships, within whatever areas of life that we're going to see later what is going to affect. And it's, to me, a lot of you know me that I don't do moon readings anymore, and I don't do I don't like attach to the Mercury retrogrades and all this, but this planetary shift is almost something that I want to share this with you, because it's almost something we're going to actually see with our eyes. We're going to actually experience this, because Pluto is about, I brought out the cards, I might as well show you them. Pluto is death, right? It's judgment, the last stage of judgment, right? So it's like, this is it. Like, I'm not playing anymore, Pluto. Pluto's not playing anymore. I'm done. I've been in Capricorn. I've been fighting against Capricorn, which is, as we know, the world and the devil. And it's been in Capricorn since last year, I believe. And it's been like fighting up against this authoritarian, this whole structure, this whole matrix, this whole simulation that we are in, that we created. We know that. But it's like, it's Pluto, I almost like, you can always feel the energy, because you're like, Pluto is done. I am ready to get out of this self-involved planet and move into a collective, into the people's sign, right? It's time to, we are the one. We are the source consciousness. And now it's time to do the work. It's time to, I could just picture Pluto, like burning down the path, like blazing down and saying to each and every one of us, right? It's like a whole thing. It's like breaking down the systems that are not working anymore. It's like these systems that are so controlling. Aquarius is like, no, man. Like, Aquarius is very much about future, about innovation, about expansion of the mind, not of like keeping it controlled and like this and this, how it's supposed to work. That is the old, and Pluto's like done, right? That's what I envision it, and it's like I feel it, and that's going to happen within our lives. We're going to see everything that you're stuck within you, everything that you have been holding and attaching to, your emotions, your belief systems, your opinions, or your value systems, whatever it is that you're attaching to, is not going to survive, right? Especially in this next year. Like, you will see a collapse of a physical nature. And oh my God, is the world gonna end? No. Like, yeah, in a way it is. Like, to me, what I understand is in and if you watch me on a regular basis, you know that the world has already ended, right? And that we came back to recover it. So in a cosmos way, in an etheric way, the world is done, and we're just going to start to feel it in a physical sense. Because this simulation is not working out anymore. And now we're going to change and shift into a new one. And the Pluto in Aquarius is doing that for us. It's helping us move into this, but it has to be kind of destructive. And we're going to see with our eyes, things are going to change. And physical vessels will leave the planet because of it, out of volunteering, right? This is something we know. I mean, I know, many of you do know this. Maybe some of you are uncomfortable with this, but to me, everyone is here on a volunteer basis. So you came here, you volunteered to be on this planet, you decided to leave in 2024 and 2025, whatever, and so be it. And we have to honor their journey. I was like, I was doing my work with the devil and all this, and I was like, and I was looking at the word devil. You know, everything is like, has hidden meanings in it. And I was like, this is Capricorn. So Pluto is coming in, like, Pluto's coming into Aquarius and January 21st to September 1st. And then it's going back into Capricorn to clean up its loose ends, I guess. And going back into Aquarius on November 19th. But in that September to November, I was like, Pluto is going to deveil. You know, it has to deveil when it goes back into Capricorn. I wrote that down. So it has to like completely unmask everything. So, you know, when you watch conspiracy theorist thing, there's full disclosure has been happening for like years, but full disclosure is here. It's just that we don't see it, right? And to me, I don't even attach to that anymore, because to me, it's not part of the journey, the path that I'm on. It's not important to me, the matrix of what the unfoldments is happening right now, because we're in a, I'd rather focus on what's coming, right? I'd rather focus on dreaming the new dream instead of fixing an old matrix that doesn't need to be fixed. It's like, it's in collapse mode. So why can't we just allow it to collapse? Like, why do we have to continuously try and fix something that is old and doesn't work? Right? That's the thing. That's the realization. We will come into this and you're like, okay, just let it be. Like, why aren't we focusing on the new? Because that's what's coming. And if you listen to my weekly reading, I talk about that we're going to be shutting down the simulation very soon and moving into something new. And that's exciting. And it's not, instead of being scared about it, it's exciting to me. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. And I'd seen somewhere, which I kind of love, and I want to say this again. I saw on a video, like this woman, she took Pluto and she made it the acronym. She spelled out the acronym of it, Pluto. So peace, love, unity, truth, and oneness. And I was like, that's just beautiful, right? And it, you know, what you'll hear out there is like, oh, destruction. It's going to destroy the world. And if you play in that fear, then yeah, you might feel it. But I'm not playing into that fear. To me, it's like, it's time to say goodbye. Like, Pluto is it's gonna destroy your lack of confidence. It's gonna destroy your lack mentality, right? That's what it's doing. It's your unworthiness, your guilt, your shame, your blame, all these things is what it's going to destroy. And you're like, okay, let's do that. And it's going to expand the love and the unity and the peace. So if you look at it in layman terms, I mean, yeah, okay, that makes sense, right? And I think so too. It's so interesting. And Aquarius is like, yeah, I'm like, I find them working together is really beautiful, because it really will shift the minds into, I don't know, like openness, open-mindedness, instead of such a closed, self-individualistic mind that we've like been working with. And there's only one thing that we have to be careful with, Aquarius, because I was thinking a lot about that too, because, you know, like when I don't really look at any news, whatever, but, you know, there's moments where I see headlines and I see, oh, AI is taking over, whatever, you know, and then, like, you know, a lot of you know this, that we are the OI, we are the original intelligence, so we don't really need to be focusing on this AI, but it is something that Aquarius will bring in, because it's advanced technology. Careful, you have to be careful about falling for it. Because, you know, like, I there's one thing I'm going to ask you. Like, let's say, do you track your walking? How many? I know that Everybody does that. All my friends, oh my God, I don't have my phone because I can't track my walking. I'm like, did you track your walking 20 years ago? Like, come on, people. We don't need to track our walking. And also, you're tracking your walking and AI knows everything about you, right? He knows about your activities and everything like this. So I'm like, you're falling into the trap. Or instant test. I can get an instant this and I can send, oh, and the best. I'm going to send my DNA to like paternity test, ancestral thing. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Not paternity test, ancestry DNA. What are you doing? You're sending your precious DNA to this that you have no idea what they're doing with your DNA. Hello, people. No, no, no. So that is trap. I mean, that for me is something I am very aware of. Like, I see beyond what these quick things, and because to me ancestor doesn't mean anything, because my ancestor is not even here on this earth, because we're just playing a role, right? So I am 10% Greek and 10, who cares? Like, that's the attachment you have to this, the race, the culture, the thing. Who cares? That you're not even that. That was something of a past simulation. So that's the mindset where I'm at right now. So it just, I mean, if you want to do it, go for it, like have fun with it. But to me, I'm like, my DNA is actually super precious to me, and my blueprint is precious to me. And I know that I have codes I'm carrying for humanity, and I know that we're doing this to get into to create this new simulation. And Pluto is working with us to release ourselves from this. So let's not revert back to a way of like instant gratification or instant this, instant that. Instead, let's just innovate and new and figure out other ways of not attaching to an old ancestors, this and that. Something new. Let's do that. That's what we have. We have the capacity to do this. So it's, for me, it's really beautiful. Yeah, basically stand in the awareness of it instead of playing in it. Anyways, again, I'm not here to judge you or your decisions, your choices. And I've done like the stupidest things in my life too. So I'm not here to judge you at all. But it's like when we stand in this, when you become really observant of the choices you've made, and you also, when you see the bigger picture of things, it's all like, there's just so much more. And that's why I love this transit, because this is really gonna push us to the limit and really release everything that no longer serves us. So let's see. In this reading, I'm going to, we're going to look at what this transit means for each of your signs. I've already done a little brief on Instagram and Facebook, but I'm going to do it again. And I pulled 3 other cards, like advice cards, to see, what's coming for you. It's kind of, to me, again, like I said, is transformational, but it's the wake-up call to humanity that was needed. So let's get into this reading. I'll see you in the readings. And also check out your, where Pluto, which sign is in your Pluto, in your birth chart, and also where Aquarius is. You can look at those readings as well. All right. I love you so, so much. Check out the weekly reading this week. Check out my platform. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe in this video as well. And my sessions are open for personal tarot readings. I love you, and I'll see you here in a few. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. So for this transit, your general message or your overall message for what's going to happen for you now in 2024 up until 2044 is the Devil in reverse. Okay, so the Devil is a Capricorn energy. The Devil is ego, obsession, materialism, you know, like over indulging, over like gambling, addictions, you know, like shopping, food, alcohol, whatever this is. And it's also self. And this in reverse speaks of you scaling back a little bit, you reassessing your life a little bit, and looking at the relationships in your life, and looking at yourself as well, and saying, what is it that I need in my life right now? And Pluto is going to make it be known, by the way. Like, where are you giving your energy? Where is the energy output? Is it going to healthy relationships? Is it going to overspending? Is it going to me, myself, and I things? Is it like, what are you doing with your energy, your currency, or whatever it is? I just feel like this is like a time to, like, obviously I really truly believe that you have to take care of you first, but also with the devil and risk, I just feel like you are you kind of lost your way, and Pluto is going to make you find your way again and stop giving your energy out, and like reprioritize you again. Nice, actually. I kind of love this. So we have the Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. I mean, it's kind of that it's kind of the same energy. The sisterhood is like finding that, you know, the soul tribe, but also just trusting your intuition, listening to yourself. You know, a lot of us, what we do in our lives is we don't trust. You know, we get that little niggle and says no, and we go for it because we're stubborn, right? You're stubborn, Aries, right? And this is like literally listening to you, listening to the messages coming in. And you could have like a beautiful sisterhood happening. There's like the rose is a very, the sacred rose, I guess it's something very significant coming into this new simulation that we are coming in. This is like the like divine feminine energy. Some of you are going to, like, teacher, like, we're not here to, like I always say, we're not here to heal and help and everything and teach. This is like leading by example to me. Take care of you. Find the tribe, the people that uplift your spirits, the people that listen, the people, you know, and the others around you will see, wow, look at her or look at him. They've managed to step away from this because it's not about, look at him, oh my God, they're so amazing. It's not about that. It's not, we need to step away from the ego. Like, this is not about validation or approval or followers or people who like you, and it's not about that. It's about like, wow, she's doesn't need to express herself, but I could see the change in her or him. This is interesting, actually. I kind of like it. Okay, I want to see what else is coming for you. We'll do orange calcite. Orange calcite is creativity, sexual expression. This is like your sacral chakra, but it's like fire, so it could be your solar plexus. So either or. This is your confidence coming back, you being more creative, you doing things that you love again, you falling in love with your life, you falling in love with your choices, and you not falling for other people's opinions. This is like a confidence boost. I like this, actually. And this one is out of the woods, you've made it through. I mean, literally, you have Aries. It's like exactly this whole 2023 that's past us. And it's showing up here in your next 20 years. So Pluto is going to keep you on your toes. This is not a time to rest for you. Nope. I think you've done the resting that you need to do, but now it's time to get creative, whatever that means for you, by the way. It's whatever you love to do, not what everybody else loves. It's what you love to do. It's finding people around you that don't suck your energy, finding people around you that actually listen, that are uplift you, that you uplift them, that you find some commonality between. And this beautiful one is like patting yourself on the back. That you've made it through some of the worst of the worst, right? You've had to fight. We're all fighting the ego. That's what you're doing, and you're constantly doing it. And this to me speaks of Aries having to break down. Like you are a self card. You're the first house is Aries. Is like me. And Pluto is like, it's no more me, Aries. Now we gotta open it up a bit. You know, like you're out of the woods now. Like it's time to share your gifts with people. Share your expression. Share your words, or share whatever it is you need to share, but not in a I am, of course, like in a validating way. Do it for others. And these are the changes. I'm not like trying to but these are the changes that are coming in for everyone, because everyone has lived in a me society. Everyone has lived for the pedestal and the platform, and oh my God, look at her, the trophy, the medals, oh, the best movie, the best actor, the best this, the best. We live in a society of this, but it's no more. It's not about that, because that's where we're moving into a place where everyone is the same. It doesn't matter if you're the shittiest actor or the best actor, because you both did something. And that's that. This is this for you. I feel like you're going to come down a little and also rise at the same time. Wow. So, wow. This is what we have in store for you, Aries. So I hope that this helps you a little bit and get clarity and what you expect to, what could you expect for the next 20 years or the next year. I just feel like this to me, the shift happens 2024, 2025, and then we all work as a unit together with the signs and everything. So this is your reading. I hope this helped you. Like I said in my intro, you could check where Pluto is in your chart, and you also could check where Aquarius is and check out those readings. All right, or you can check your moon and rising, I guess, as well. Whatever you want. All right, I love you. I'll see you in the weeklies every Sunday or whenever. Instagram, Facebook. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got 8 of Pentacles. So if you follow me in my weeklies, you know that for the past 6 months at least, we've been getting, he's a Taurus too, we've been getting manifestation, we're getting financial coming our way, financial freedom, and this shows up, and I was like, boom. So I was like, all right then. And in the charts, we see this. Pluto is bringing us a massive shift in our careers. Whether you own a business, whether you're in a job, whether whatever, maybe you're not in a job, but there's massive shift coming in that area of our life. And it's going to maybe change your path. You're going to be like, oh my God, I thought I was this. And it's like, no, this is where you need to go. And please do me a favor. and listen to the messages. It's so imperative because so much of our gifts are coming out, and our skills and our abilities, and most of you don't even know who you are. Some of you, maybe you're in accounting and you don't realize that you are actually like a high-ranking scientist, you know? So if you get a message and you feel like, oh, I need to brush up on my physics, pay attention. This also speaks of massive change in the financial world. So this is awesome. I don't know, this is really great. So for the next 20 years or for the next year, this is amazing. We have Kyanite, which I find very interesting. I have a Kyanite. I should have brought them out. Kyanite is throat chakra, which is what rules Taurus. This is full expression, communication. So I don't even have to read in the book what this means, because to me it's like clear as day that you are here to stand and speak your truth, right? Pluto, the T is truth. And transparency, I'm going to add one more because it's time to really stop people pleasing. It's time to stop doing for everyone else. It's time to do what you want to do, and that comes within your truth, right? You know, like, oh, I actually really want to teach, so I'm gonna teach. It's a T. So I kind of find it interesting, but it's really beautiful. This is time to be completely truthful with yourself, even if it makes others uncomfortable. I mean, when did it ever stop us? But still, we still do that, I find. Wow. Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. This is the Fool card. I'm loving this. This is what I'm saying to you. It's like, it's time to jump. And maybe you're right now, you're like, well, I'm really happy in my career. I'm really happy where I am, Sabrina. Great. But this is like a transit that happens for 20 years. So in the next 20 years or the next year, I like I say, I feel like it's up until 2025 when a big shift is going to happen. If you feel a nudge, like it could be just something that passes by and you're like, oh, pay attention. And please don't overlook it as something, oh my God, that's crazy. Oh my God, I can never, I'm not educated enough for that. Don't even like go there with me, okay? Because that has nothing to do with it, where we're going. Because also you are the OI. If you listen to my intro, we are the original intelligence. So we have all the wisdom. It's all encoded within us. So never ever think that you are not good enough. Never ever think that you're not smart enough. Never. Because you are. So if this is like amazing, like amazing. And then we have anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but free you from a situation that no longer feels good. What is your discomfort trying to free you from? I mean, so some of you, this is like amazing. This is like, some of you are going to find yourself wanting to make a jump, wanting to express yourself, but anxiety is going to kick in and you're going to be like, no. Or your fear is going to kick in and to say, well, you can't say this. What are they going to say? What are people going to say? And how am I going to do this? And I'm not good enough. I'm not this enough. I'm not this enough. And then I'm like, yo, I just need you to remember that you are, and you are more than you actually think you are. And you don't need a certificate, and you don't need a diploma, and you don't need a degree to where we're going, because you have it all within you. So when you are conscious, like you come into the awareness of that, everything shows up. Everything comes to you, which is the Eight of Pentacles. That's why your job might take a left turn, but trust it. Trust the left turn and go with it. Because to me, there's financial freedom, full expression of self. I mean, we can't have a better 20 years ahead of us, Taurus. Yay! All right. So, like I said, another sign, you can check where Pluto is in your birth chart and also where Aquarius lands in your chart for other messages. All right, my beautiful Taurus, I will see you in your weekly readings every Sunday. I love you so much, and that's it. I don't know what to say. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got the Hangman for this Pluto transit. So Pluto is asking you, Gemini, to expand your thinking, expand your consciousness, expand your perspective, expand your view on the world. The Hangman is this energy where it's taking a step back and reevaluating your life, or just like seeing the big picture, right? And looking at things differently instead of only one-sided. Like really looking at I don't know how to, I think I'm saying it right, but really like, this is just you're actually going to work, you're working alongside Pluto in this, because Pluto is all about opening the mind, blasting open the mind. So follow its lead is what I'm trying to say. If you don't judge yourself too harshly, don't judge another too harshly, try to see it from a different point of view. Everything that happens in your life for the next year or so, like stand in the awareness of things. I actually like this for you. So your advice cards are the Lemurian quartz. I have one, I just don't have it with me. Lemurian quartz. Okay, so Lemuria, I want to see what it means, but like if you see, it's the key to your, I'm not even going to look at it. I'm going to give you my interpretation of this, because the key going into the thing speaks of the original intelligence, the OI that is within us. We are the wisdom keepers. We are we have the codes embedded in us. We are the divine blueprint. We are it, right? So basically stop looking outside yourself. It's almost like an interesting thing here, right? It's like, this is saying, look outside yourself. It's not looking outside yourself. It's just like looking at looking at life differently, but always keeping in mind that you know what to do. If ever you find yourself at a crossroads, the best person to ask is you. Always. Don't dim to fit in. I love it. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Yeah, this is like a 0. I don't want to hear anyone fitting in. No one, like, this is fear. Like, who cares what everyone else is doing? This is this moment of like, this is what I know what to do. This is trusting yourself. That's what it is. Trusting the light that you have within you. Knowing that no one around you knows better than you. Because you have it all within. Oh, what a really beautiful energy here. You can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. What belief is limiting you? Yeah, so what are we seeing here? There's like a common denominator here. Like, some of you are, that's why Pluto is coming in Gemini for you and saying, okay, you are holding on and attaching to some old belief system. You have forgotten who you are somehow, and 2024 to 2025 to 2044, we're going to make these massive changes, because it's time that you stop giving your power away to others. You have the key, right? You're like holding on to like a what was, and that's why this card is like, there's no more what was. Let's like expand. No more limitation. No more like, well, pigeonholing yourself anymore. Finished. You know, and it's like your brother sign, Aquarius, Pluto is moving into Aquarius, so it's going to affect the air signs. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel this, that you need to work alongside others. And it's not like a lot of us, all in this journey, was me, right? It's a me society. Work on you, work on me, work on yourself, work on yourself. And now you're going to realize that, no, I got gifts to share. My point of view is a bit like different than others. And instead of holding it back, and maybe I gotta, like that's what I'm saying, you're going to work differently. That's the way that I see here. And you're not going to hide anymore. This is a time for expansion, and you're part of that. So get ready, because Pluto's gonna freaking push you out of your comfort zone. I love it. All right, this is your message. If that's it, there's no if you want, you can check out where Pluto is in your birth chart. Also, you can check out where Aquarius is in your birth chart. Otherwise, come and check me on my weekly readings every Sundays. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. So what's coming up for you as far as when Pluto transits is the Death card. And I got two messages for this. So, I mean, this is a transit that happens 20 years, 19 to 20 years. So we are, I got immediately, some of you might lose a special person in your life. And, you know, it makes sense. It's 20 years, right? So there's like I said in the intro, a lot of people will be leaving this earth, but when that happens, know that if it'll shift you into a higher frequency. That's the message I got. And also, this is like, it's time to say goodbye. It's like so time, Cancer. Everyone needs to say goodbye, and Pluto's like, we're done with your old versions of you. We're done of you holding on and attaching to these old versions of you, and also people that have gone or left the earth. We need you to release them. We need you to release this, who you were before. You're no longer. We need you to move forward. So, yay! You're gonna feel that. Agerine. I don't know what this is. I gotta check this one. Some of them it's a number 1 too. That's easy to find. Number 1, Agerine, is, although we are always evolving, we all possess deeply held values that we do not have to compromise. Your personal integrity matters, so if you're feeling pressure to say yes when your heart says no, or to be something you're not, listen to the message. Nice. This crystal brings you, now is a time to remember the importance of being reliable and impeccable with your word. If you really wanted to say no, don't say yes for now and try to correct your mistake later. People may struggle to accept your truth and your decisions, but stick to them. Be solid and consistent, because what matters to you deep down matters to the universe, who loves you. No. If you're feeling unsure, doubting whether you have a right to take a stand, become still and reconnect with the universe through this crystal. It's not your job to protect everyone's feelings and keep the peace at all costs. Oh my God, this is for Cancer. You don't have to rush about smoothing everything over. Be at peace as you stand firm, for your deepest values are in sync with your purpose. Love it. I wanted to see what it was. Pulls us out of our emotions. Okay. So, no more pleasing other peoples. I kind of like that. Trust the niggle. I just said that to frickin' Aries. What is niggling feeling trying to tell you? What is the niggle? It's like, what is that little thing? So, these are beautiful cards. These are like, listen to yourself. Stop. Like, a lot of what happens with Cancer is you tend to overlook your truth. just to keep the peace in the home and the friends and the family and the blah blah, right? And it's like Pluto's like, no, it's over. I like this. It's like you're not no more keeping peace, because keeping the peace has you dishonoring your soul at every step. You're needing to move further into your journey. We need to rise. That's this whole thing. So, are you ready to rise? Are you ready to say no to those around you, or say yes, or whatever it is you need to say? Everything is a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. What do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? I mean, this is the same kind of thing, but this is like a mirror, of course. It's this idea that you are not living your life to the fullest potential. And Pluto has had enough with you, Cancer. And it's like, we're going to align you with your like desires, with your not with your desires, because with your soul path. And like, you all know it. You just, and you know it. Like at a deep level, you all know it. And you know that that voice comes in and you like negate it, because you just don't want to deal with the people around you. You just don't want to deal with your boss, your partner, your friends, your family. You don't want to deal. So it's just easier to just say yes, you know, or no, whatever. But if everything is a reflection by you always constantly dishonoring your soul, then your reflections are feeling that. And you don't realize it, eh? We don't realize this. You saying no when you should be saying yes, or you saying yes instead of you should be no, to the person, their soul gets angry. Right? Like, it's like that doesn't have emotion, but the soul is like, and you will energetically feel it, even though it's not a conscious thing. Because we're all one, and we're all reflecting like this. So I know, like Sabrina will feel it from you, and we're like, oh, my soul will be like, oh, you need to transmute this because she's not being real, or he's not being truthful to himself. That's the responsibility we have to take. But I feel with death coming in, death is also, by the way, ruled by Pluto. So you will feel it, Cancer. Change is here for you. So this is like a warning. It's not a bad thing, right? It's just like start being real, because Pluto is going to make you real. I really like this, actually. All right, Cancer, I love you so much. Check my weeklies. I'm just as like funny and obnoxious as this, so join me there. And I love you so much. I'll see you there, or have a great week or 20 years. Hello, my beautiful Leo. We got the Lovers card, which is a Gemini energy, but I'm not seeing it as a Gemini energy. I'm literally seeing it as a relationship energy. There is a massive evolution happening in all your romantic, personal, family, business, what have you, all of them. So to me, when it showed up like that, I was like, wow. So you're in an overhaul for the next year plus 20 years. Right? Plus 19 years, but 20 years, like the next year you're going to feel it. What does that mean? It means that there's going to be ruptures or new relationships coming in, you leaving your home, you move, like, you know, like that could materialize in however many ways. But Pluto is going to almost bring in that confrontation. You are going to be pushed to face it all. Like, it's crazy. I love it. So your crystal is rhodonite. Heart. How funny is that? So it's all affairs of the heart. I mean, everything is, even a business relationship is something heartfelt. You love your job, you love this, but things are going to show up here. This is like deep wounds Emotional trauma, whatever this is coming up and needs to be cleared, and it needs to be healed. The age of light. You've been training with this for lifetimes. I mean, you have. Right? And it's like a lot of us are oblivious to this, and some of us are very aware of this. And this showing up with the relationships means that you know, because you have to feel the frequencies. As you rise in a frequency, it's challenging to be in a lower frequency. And it's not to say that they're bad people or that, but it's like you gotta meet. You can't meet people at a lower frequency. They gotta meet you there if they choose to. But it's enough stepping down. It's like moving up or whatever. It's just this feeling of me, like of us, because I'm Leo rising too, of like really recognizing, acknowledging the light that we are. Acknowledging that people are going to have to fall away. People are like, we have to break the relationships, start new relationships. It's, most of you know, anyways, I'm not telling you anything new here. Most of you know what you need to do. But in the next year, Pluto is going to ruffle a lot of feathers here. And it's going to bring it up very overtly as well. This is the light. The light shows up in the most uncomfortable way, by the way. And then we have soul alignment. Wow. It's time for a radical change. How can you show up for yourself in ways that you never have before? And this is the radical change. This is the soul alignment. This is the alignment with these relationships. Why are you giving your power away? Why are you like allowing these people to dim your light? Why are you allowing this? There's no more of that. And Pluto has no patience for this. So it's time. So Leo, you're going to see a massive shift in all of this. And it's going to come at an opportune time because it's going to expand your heart as well. It's going to, you're going to, you know, when we walk away and when we like distance ourselves from heavier energies, you feel lighter and you're more clear. So expect this to happen in the next year plus 19. All right. This is your message, my beautiful Leo. Check out my weeklies. I come out every Sunday at midnight Eastern time with a weekly reading. I love you so much, Leo, and have a beautiful year, 20 years. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got Temperance. Temperance is the sign of Sagittarius, but Temperance is all about health. And this showing up to me is about your physical vessel. You are going to, if you are not taking care of yourself, even if you're taking care of yourself, you are going to be, the focus is on your lifestyle. The focus is on taking care of you, talking to your cells, really moving into regeneration of cells, changing your mental thought. Like, I know Virgo very well. They're always caring about other people, helping, healing, putting their energy in others. And, you know, they do take care of themselves. I'm not saying they don't. But they tend to forget and they lose themselves. And this is saying it's time. It's time to go back and not go back or just change. It's time to start doing, like, walk more, take care more, listen. Just listen to the messages coming through. Pluto is going to make sure that you are in tip-top shape, and it doesn't mean exercise. It doesn't mean these things. I know a lot of people like, oh, but for 3 years now, my message has been do not exercise, and that was challenging for me because I love weights, and they were like, absolutely not. And I'm listening. And I understand. It's because I have like codes, and I can't be like fucking, and my muscles are in the process of changing, and things are changing within me. So like if you're doing that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I'm saying this example so you could listen, because you have to listen to your intuition. Truly listen to what your body is telling you. Because some of you could be like, eat more meat, or eat less this. You know, when I go to eat, I'm always like, can I eat this? No. And I listen. Sometimes I'm like, can I drink this? No. And I'm like, a little glass. And they're like, no. Like, okay. So this is a change in physical for you. I kind of like this. So you don't see. Okay. Your blue chalcedony. Right away, blue chalcedony is throat chakra. Full expression. It's funny because the only other sign up to now is Taurus, which is your sister sign. Got the same thing. Got a blue crystal as well. So this is talking to me like you have to become more authentic and truthful with the words. And you know, some of you I know are very authentic, but really stepping away from people pleasing, because it might hurt somebody, because that's not the way it's done. And like, I know Virgo likes to follow protocol and order and whatever. Like, you can't say this on social, you can't do this. Like, who cares? This is like stop hiding from who you are. Stop hiding your body. Stop hiding you. Like, show yourself. Interesting. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow, this is like some tightly wound crap. So you're attaching to your old version of you. Okay, this could also be like, it's physical. It's like you're attaching to a version of you who looked really good, who was super healthy, who was more curvy, or less curvy, more this, you know, like, not only physical, but it's everything. Stop attaching to anything. Enough. Who you were, it means nothing anymore. Pluto is like done. Pluto doesn't care. And like me, like Sabrina doesn't care about this. We need to move into something completely new. If we like, literally, you need to do this. This is your duty to humanity. And Aquarius is like saying yes, because we're moving into the collective. We're moving into like a collective understanding. So can you please like join us and release all these old stories you have of yourself and other people in your life? Release the anger, the whatever you have for people in your life. Forgive, release. No more attachment, because they're not even important in this present moment for you. So that's what's showing up, and it shows up a lot for you, Virgo. So your next card is, when peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. How can you see through the eyes of source energy and prioritize your inner peace? So this is, I guess, the same idea. Is like holding on. When you hold on to an old is negative. I don't really work with positive, negative. That's a polarity. It's just this feeling of you moving into your true essence. These cards. Moving to your now moment. What is my physical body telling me to do? What is my heart saying? Why is this old thing showing up? I'm going to talk to it and release it, because I don't want to live there anymore. I am no longer there. Because let me tell you, people, physical dis-ease shows up in your body because of an old energy that you attach to and you keep. And it doesn't know where to go, so it keeps on moving around. And already the light is coming into your body and activating, and it's like, what is this density here, right? So it slows down your rise. So taking care of you, first and foremost, is the priority for the next year, and Pluto is going to let you know. So get ready for some heavy lifting. No, get ready and listen and trust yourself. And that's it. I love you, Virgo. Check my weekly. I release my weekly readings at midnight on Saturday Eastern time. And check where Pluto is in your birth chart. You can check that sign, or where Aquarius is. All right, I love you, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We have the Ace of Wands, which is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But the Ace of Wands comes in and it's like, Leo. Why am I saying Leo? Libra, we need you to do a few things for us. I love it. Ace of Wands is like new. You are in the process of intense change when it comes to relationships. Your ways of having relationships or being in relationships isn't working. Right? And I know this could be triggering for those of you that are in really good relationships, but it could be like something will change within it, because your Pluto is asking you to kind of shift your mindset when it comes to relationship. Don't be so demanding. Don't be so be a bit more, be ready for, maybe this is like stepping into new relationships. Maybe it's deepening the bonds, but there is a change coming. So I'm just letting you know to get ready for that. And maybe a lot of you already feel it. There's also this feeling here of new adventure, new ways of bringing in some adrenaline into your life, right? A kick of adrenaline. Like I was saying, skydiving, like jumping off a plane is skydiving, but like doing things that otherwise felt like deep cave, what is that? Swimming or whatever it is. I did that in New Zealand once. I don't know what it's called. But there's a lot of thrill-seeking adventures are showing up. You're going to safari. Do things out of the ordinary, out of your comfort zone. You have been following a little bit of a routine in your life, and it's just not working. And I'm saying this because Pluto moving into Aquarius, which is your brother sign, your air. You are needed on the front lines with Aquarius to help them out. Like I said to Gemini, the same thing. So it's like expanding your now, like the way you're, like it's not working. That's all I'm seeing. It's like the Ace of Wands is like, let's move, let's just jump into new. Something completely new in your life. You're not, we don't need you like this. Kind of exciting, actually. Libra. Amethyst. Amethyst is clear as day. Third eye, baby. This is you listening to your freaking intuition. So this is going to heighten for you. And some of you who are just starting this journey, you might start to see things. You might start to hear, feel, whatever. All the senses will become a bit more expanded. But also those of you who are like me, this is just you really continuing to listen. Because when you are where I am, when I get a message, I listen like instantly. I don't doubt anymore. Like you need to go to Europe, and I book a ticket and I'm off. Right? That's what I'm saying. This is what is showing up, Amethyst, for you. I love it. You know, so this is hand in hand. This is like the lead. This is almost like a Fool card. It's ready. Be on the alert. Amethyst is coming in and like, we need to do this together. Play. How fun is this? Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Exactly. Go and do things out of your comfort zone. Have fun, to like extreme fun. Like literally, this is exactly what this is. This is you really literally coming outside of that boring and being completely spontaneous. And having fun, and whatever it is for you, like camel racing. I don't know, I think all these crazy things, whatever it is, like signing up for a Formula One drive and you know, on a race, you know, whatever it is, like just do something that gets your adrenaline pumping. What is has no bearing on what will be. What does your ideal life look like and feel like? It's like all in the same kind of, you're the only one who, like you and Taurus so far have like had cohesion in your reading. It's like you're entering into 2 decades here of entertainment, right? Like having fun, exactly what we are supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be reveling and enjoying in the moment. And instead, most of us are like worrying about money and rent and this and that. And it's like, no, man, it's over. The simulation is collapsing. Fucking enjoy the time. Start something new. Write a book. Publish your book. Write a screenplay. Do whatever it is that makes you excited. Like enter into a handcraft fair and sell your goods. Like do things. Listen. And you're gonna get messages with the amethyst here, like on the daily almost. So start listening, people. Change is here, but to me, yours is the most exciting of them all. Right? So enjoy this, Libra. And check where Pluto is in your birth chart and check what sign is there. You can go check that message and also check where Aquarius is for another message. I love you so much. Check me on my weeklies. I put out my readings usually around midnight Eastern time on Saturdays every week. I love you so much, Libra, and I'll see you in those weeklies. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got the 6 of Cups. So at first I was like, the 6 of Cups, childhood, and then I got the message. It's like time to heal the childhood trauma. It's time to heal your inner child, which I don't really, anyways, it's time. It's not about me, it's about you. Time to heal the family, whatever issues you have with your family. It's time to heal everything in your home, right? It's that's what this is about. Your past within this lifetime, things that are still coming up, issues still coming up to heal. This is it for you. And I kind of love it because isn't that what everybody wants, right? Everybody wants to just, and Pluto is, is a little destructive in the way it shows up. So it might wiggle it a little so it'll come up in a, maybe very quickly. It might come up, who knows, right? But you know that this is showing up for you to release. It's time. And I know for some Scorpios that this is really true, so it's kind of cool. Celestite. Celestite is like a light blue. But you see that the light is on her forehead, so, and it could also be this. I would use it here or here, but I think it's more crown chakra. It's clarity. It's like truly listening to your higher self, like really, really getting down to trusting whatever's coming up needs to be addressed. Do not put things aside anymore. Like I said, the Pluto is not even going to allow you to put it aside. It's like, oh yeah, you put it aside, I'm coming back to bring it up again. That's that energy I'm feeling here right now. So Scorpio, you are being, like Leo has to confront the relationships, you have to confront your past, your inner child, your past, your childhood, your whatever trauma is stuck inside here. It's like source or your higher self is like, let's do this. We got to do this clearing, because how else are we going to move into this new simulation if you continuously are like struggling with this? And you cannot, there's no more pushing it aside. This is like fun, fun, fun. Oh, look at you. You have a freaking Tower card. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? This is it. This makes sense. What are you holding on to? Why are you attaching to something that happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago? Enough. 30, 40, 50, whatever it is. Why are you attaching to someone's behavior towards you? Why are you attaching to an emotion? Like this is Pluto saying no. This is Pluto too, Tower, by the way. It's like, no, it's enough. And this is Scorpio, 6 of Cups, by the way. This is kind of, wow, tumultuous, but amazing. Express yourself creatively, start something new. What creative pursuit do you feel drawn to? I mean, it's, I think I said this to Libra, I don't know, but when the light comes in, when you are activated by your higher self, if there's stuck energy inside your vessel, it's very challenging for the light to fully activate, right? And you're adding days and months and years to your rise. So this is not just me saying you have to do this because everybody says it and you have to. It's freaking, let's do this, man, Scorpio. It's enough holding on to something that no longer serves you, and it does not serve humanity either, by you holding on. Because if I'm your mirror, you're doing that to me too. Right? So is there a release, a creative release that can help you with this? A lot of people find writing or painting or music or whatever it is as a release of this. So find that perhaps in you to get you through this. But this is a kind of a responsibility you have for yourself and for all of us and for the one. This is deep. Of course it's Scorpio, because you are the deep ones. I kind of love it. But this is like massive change. Or like, but welcome. It's really welcome. This is like amazing. This is you, like, you doing the work and rising really quickly as you do this. You will rise as the Phoenix does, as the Scorpion does. All right, my beautifuls, this is your reading for the next 20 years or the next year for sure. I will see you. Come and check me out on my weeklies. I put them out midnight on Saturdays, Eastern time zone. And I love you so much. Have a magical 20 years. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We have the Page of Pentacles. At first I was like, what is this? What does this mean for them? But then I understood. Because right away, for me, the Page of Pentacles is beginner mind, right? It's like a child here. It's like starting fresh, starting from the beginning, like going back to when you were a child, kind of, but not really. It's really just appreciating life. As a child, we go through life and we see, oh my God, look at this green leaf. We see things with different eyes. That's what this is to me. It's like you have been so entrenched in your relationships, in your jobs, in your, like, you know, you go all in. Sagittarius does that, goes all in, and like, I gotta figure out my purpose, I gotta figure out which relation, I gotta figure things out. And it's like, we need you to step back a little bit, which is funny for me because Pluto is like making such massive changes for everybody else, and to you it's like, no, you're needing to take a step back. And like I said in Instagram, Facebook, like, you gotta stop to smell the roses. That kind of energy. We need you to just seriously live life a little bit more simply for the next year or so, and it's going to your path is going to maybe perhaps change as well. You're going to find yourself maybe being directed towards something else, another relationship, or a new job, or a new, like, something, a different that you would never have expected is what. And I'm asking you to be very open about this. It'll make you go back to the purpose of why you're here. Interesting, Sabrina. Interesting. Okay, let's see what advice you have here. We have chrysocolla, which is throat chakra. Its expression of its authenticity. But let me check. I haven't really been looking. Speaking your truth. Heartfelt communication. It's exactly that. It's really like speaking up and saying what you need to say. And you know, this is interesting with the Page of Pentacles, because to me it's like almost Sagittarius. Some of you might be hiding from your true essence. You know where you need to be, and some of you just wanna. You're not the biggest people pleasers. You're more the me pleasers, but I don't know. When I see this, is like some of you are probably not being completely truthful to yourself or to others, just because you want to play a little bit in this game of life. But this game of life is no more, and we're moving into something completely different. So it's time to open yourself up. Boundaries. Oh my God. This week, which was January 22nd, we got boundaries. And last week, this is like interesting for me. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So apparently Sagittarius has really bad with boundaries because it shows up week after week. Boundaries is a huge thing because too many times we allow people to step into our sacred space. And we're like, okay, don't worry, it's okay. It's okay, it's fine, don't worry, come in and break my heart over and over again. It's okay, like, come in and suck my energy. Like, it's okay. And it's not okay. Because you're completely dishonoring your soul by doing that. You really are. And it's not like, and you do it to yourself. And your soul is like, yo, Saggy, what are you doing? We're not here to please people. We're not here to help and heal and cure. You're here to do you. We need you to step a little bit back here. This is a really interesting energy for you, Sagittarius, for the next 20 years, but also for the next year, which is coming in strong. This is not your practice life. Decide. Okay. What is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart? This is like it's time to step into your dreams. Your dream, Saggy, not everybody else's dream. What do you want? What are your visions of your life? Right? Do it. Do it, no matter what anyone is saying to you. And this is like, and not allowing people come in and ruin that for you, or demean you, or take you down, or freaking vampirize your energy. I think that's why it's like it's time to go step back a little bit, to go back to the purest form of you, of your vision of life. like, what did you want to do as a child? Are you fulfilling that? You know, when I'm a Sagittarius moon, and I go back and I think about it, and I always wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to be a teacher. I used to pretend with my cousins, you know. And I'm like, wow, okay, I'm kind of fulfilling that right now. But I never did before. So it's like, what did you want to do as a child? Really go back. Well, I want to be an astronaut. Well, pay attention to that. That's obviously science oriented, right? Like, it's truly getting real with you. I really like this reading. This is like basically going back to the start. You know, going back to start in the Monopoly thing. It's like, go back to start, and it's like starting anew. And I think Pluto, that's what they're doing. You're getting ready to start fresh again. So get ready for fresh and new. I love it. All right, Saggy, this is your message for the next year, in the next 19 years of your life. Like, you're actually moving into this energy, like you're moving into the new simulation on the right foot. So it's really beautiful. Okay, I love you. Check out my weekly readings, which I always post Saturday at midnight Eastern time. Also, check out my other videos on my channel, and look for where Pluto is in your birth chart, or where Aquarius is in your birth chart, and you can check those messages as well. I love you so much, Saggy. You know that. And I will see you when I see you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We got the Tower moment. We got the Tower for your card, which is Pluto moving into Aquarius. Pluto is... this is a Scorpio energy, the Tower, but Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So this to me is like Pluto going to shake things up for you, my beautiful Capricorns, in a good way. But it might be unsettling for you because you like things the way you are. You like order a little bit and structure, but it's coming and saying. No, it's not that you're doing things wrong, by the way. It's just like a big change in your career, in your home life, in your finances, in your, like, the big things for you. That's what it is for you, right? It could be love as well. I'm not feeling love for you here, big changes. I feel more the change of these areas of life that you focus on. But it could be love as well. But whatever this is, it's like gonna take you for a tailspin kind of thing. It's gonna like really move things in your life. And to me, it's like I'm like excited for you, and I don't want you to move into fear with this, because this is where everyone needs that big push, and you're getting it. All right, so let's see what other advice there is here. Aquamarine. Freaking gorgeous. Aquamarine, I believe is December, a December stone, no? Anyways, let me see. Number 7. I want to see where that is, what it is for you. Aquamarine is enhanced clarity, calm. Okay, so more than ever, it's easy to get lost in a flood of information. While remaining focused and on task may be difficult when your senses are overstimulated. Aquamarine has appeared to tell you that you really do have what it takes to sort it all out and become clear as you make decisions. Your powers of discernment are now magnified, and you are poised to make healthy choices for yourself and the good of all. Beautiful. You're on the brink of attaining some powerful insights, and Aquamarine spirit has come to show you the way. Love it. This is beautiful. This is like crown chakra. So you're getting clarity. You see, like, Tower moment is coming to shake things up, but things are going to get clear. Like, I see now. I see what I need to do. Capricorn. Birthing a new age. birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. I mean, this is just like amazing. You are joining in the birthing of this new dream, new earth, this new simulation. You know, that what that means to me, Capricorn, is it's interesting because Pluto was in Capricorn and it was coming up against some really strong pushback from Capricorn. I was like, no, I don't want to change, right? And this shows like Pluto moving into Aquarius is like, it's too bad, Capricorn, because you gotta change. And I'm telling you this with all the love in my heart, because I feel it too, and and the fact that this is showing up is that you're ready for change. Like your soul is like, we're done. We're done. Like this old materialism, focus on finance, focus on money and job and career, because now we're asking you to make a big shift here, my beautiful Capricorns, and work for the whole. Work as a community. Work for the whole of humanity, not for self-service, not for self-validation and approval and love of all. Like, you know, this, not love of all, yes, but love of self. And it's not to be like mean here. It's just what it is. It's like it's a very self-involved matrix we live in. Illusion, simulation movie, right? And now we're moving into more, you're gonna just feel a little bit more relaxed and clear. And you're gonna know that you are being given the right messages. This is going to come in, like, I can't wait to see what that is for you. You are the image maker. What you focus on manifests. What thought patterns do you need to shift? Right. So it's the same. This and this the same. You have it. You have what it takes to make change. You have to, like, Pluto moving into Aquarius is a change of leadership. So expect like a change of leadership, like away from autocracy and away from control and ego to a collective. So this is kind of interesting. I would love to see what this means for you coming for the next year, but expect a big mindset shift for you. And maybe a lot of people you need to be scaling back on how you spend money. I know, it's like that. Or maybe buying a smaller home, you know, not to spending so much on things. Also, like, that's what I'm saying. Or a big job or career or business shift that you're going to do for the whole, like, it's something different. I really do. It's a personal thing. Something that you hold dear to your heart, and that's why I'm saying career and money, because it is, you hold that dear to your heart. It's gonna switch. All right, I look forward to it, Capricorn. All right, as usual, check me on my weeklies, which I post on Saturdays at midnight Eastern time every Sunday, Saturday at midnight. And that's it. I love you so much. As usual, I'll see you when I see you on Instagram, Facebook, book a session with me, whatever it is. Have a beautiful 20 years. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We have the Fool. I mean, this is an Aquarius card. I was like, what is this showing up? So it's all falling into place. Pluto moves into Aquarius. So I said to you in Instagram, Facebook, there was an interesting message coming through how, like, you are moving into self growth, self-development, self-worth. You are stepping into, like, truly seeing yourself as the change maker that we all look to you for, right? And you're going to feel it, and you're going to know, you're going to understand that you need to share your gifts and abilities and skills with the collective and not hold them on to them. But there's a part of you, Aquarius, will it may all go to your head. You might feel like very cocky and arrogant, which is a very King of Swords energy. And it's just to be attentive and aware of this. As you jump into like new, and as you lead the way into the innovation, into whatever it is, even could be like, you know, meditation or whatever it is for you, yoga or whatever, there's this feeling here, come back down. Like, we know you are the change makers, but so is everyone else, right? Because we are all it, kind of thing. And Pluto will kind of pump that up inside you. Yeah, I find that a very interesting message that I'm getting for you. Aquarius. Anyways, Smithsonite. This is so cool that we got that. Like what I was just saying is that you'll be so much in your mind. The Smithsonite's like, let's go back to your heart. When the consciousness begins to expand, don't make the mind, the ego expand. Go back into your heart. Always. Like we should always be. So this is like showing me that within the next year, Pluto is going to... it's interesting because like Sagittarius has this kind of thing. It's going to bring you back into... like scale you back, like bring you back to the core of your purpose, or your why we're here and how we need to lead. You know, because we are in this process of changing the way we lead. So Aquarius is like, yeah, this is, I am the best and I'm gonna do this and I don't want to listen to you, right? I mean, that's who you are, and I kind of love that for you, about you. So we need to like service all of it, all of the collective. You're like, what the fuck? I'm like, I know. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? That's a huge thing too, because a lot of us haven't been listening to our soul. We haven't. We've been stubborn. We've been following the ego. The ego saying, no, you got to do this. You got to travel. You got to live. You got to you have to no, and you got to heal and cure and whatever, help people. And your soul is like, no. You got to just step it up, and you got to like lock down the grids, please. We got to activate that light within you. That's what you got to do. You got to take a chill pill here and allow things to happen. We're not here to protest. We're not here to take to the streets. We're not here to like be like social injustice. We're not here to do that. That's the old matrix. We don't want to even like put our hands on it. You are the game changers here. So let's like start creating new in our dream world. Let's start like listening in. Where is your soul asking you to take a leap? Is it like an industry that you're like, what? Listen. Come together. We need each other. Wow. This is the community. This is amazing. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others and the world? Oh my God. That's exactly the whole message. It's hilarious. That's like, we are in this together. There is a moment, like I told Gemini and Libra that they have to unite with you, because you're the air signs. You have to come together and be at the forefront, you know, at the front line, as Pluto comes in and like pushes humanity and the people awake. When it starts destroying that old structure and energy, it's you who's here, right? Obviously, it's not just like, don't put everything on your... We're all here. We're all helping each other. Like, you know, because it's not just Aquarius doing everything. But you're going to feel it. That's what I feel like you're going to feel a lot of this change. And hence why the ego, because the ego mind will begin to collapse, right? As the old structure collapse. And that will happen within you too. And you're going to be like, okay. That's what I'm saying. Is like, Become conscious of this. Wow. Okay. And so you could go into your heart more. Interesting. All right. I hope this helped you. This was really actually an interesting reading, of course, because you're Aquarius. So this is your message for the next year plus 19. It's a really important one, so listen to it. There's a massive shift coming your way. Pay attention, like I said, to every sign. That's it. I believe in you. You got this. Trust yourself. Trust your heart and your soul. And I will see you when I see you. Also, check me out on the weekly. Every Saturday night, I post at midnight Eastern time for the weekly readings. I love you, Aquarius. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got Judgment in reverse. So this is interesting because this is a Pluto card. Scorpio, ruling planet is Pluto. And the fact that Judgment in reverse, Judgment to me is that awakening card. You are in a process of massive rebirth. Why? Because the age of Pisces is ending completely, which is unfortunately for you, the Piscean age was control energies, was like authoritative, autocratic, like kind of leadership, very manipulation, very ego, right? And that is in moving into a collective energy, which is Aquarius. And you're going to feel this because Pluto is like Pisces, no more, right? We are no longer accepting this ego mind. We are no longer accepting you in these old behaviors, and that's going to come up a lot for you. So if you are still attaching and holding on to that old energy, I would like to tell you that Pluto, it will not have it anymore. It's time. It's all coming up for you. It's clear in here. Like, stop judging yourself. Stop judging others around you. Let's get into love. Like Pluto, peace, love, unity, truth, and oneness. We are moving towards that. We are moving away from this like heavy energies. You cannot, whether it's within your relationships, whether it's within your with yourself, inside you, this need to like this need for validation, this need for change, this need for whatever. It's not like this need for social justice, this need for that. It's not working. It's not there anymore. Or only business. Like it's changing. Like I feel like Pisces, we know this. You hold on a lot to the old versions of you, the old ways, the old relationships. It's let it go. It's time for new. The card Fluorite. Beautiful energy. Fluorite is heart. Heart is all about you. Look, it's so interesting. It's like Aquarius had the same kind of energy. I guess it makes sense because you're moving. Okay, move out of this mind control here. This ego that wants you to remain in the old patterns and behaviors, because the ego wants that. It wants you to struggle. It wants you to be in survivor mode. It wants you to be a victim. It wants you to feel sad and it wants you to feel. It wants you just to feel, and your soul doesn't feel. Your soul is love, but it's not like. It's like it is what it is. Interesting. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. O-M to the G. Okay, people. What is that? It almost makes me want to look at this. Fluorite. I love fluorite. I think it's just so cleansing. I should have brought out all the crystals, but anyways. Clarity and purity, clear focus, an end to cluttered thinking. When the way forth is clear, a sense of purpose and enthusiasm arises and the fog of distraction lifts. When confusion is about to disperse, giving way to pure wisdom and free, unambiguous intentions. It reminds that you can achieve clarity by slowing down and consciously choosing to release any confusion or distractions. Like a still pool reflecting the beauty of the sky, a calm state of mind can produce the clarity you seek. Interesting. And the last card is rest, renew, recharge. What does your body crave and need right now? I mean, this is perfect. Because I gotta tell you, like I said, Pisces, I feel like you're like in a process of massive death. Death to old energy. Death to judgment. Death to guilt. To shame. To blame. To all of it. It is coming up and it will continuously come up. That is why you need to work on your heart. Your soul. Your soul will protect you and guide you, but you need to continuously move into your heart. Like if you're feeling like whatever you're feeling, that emotion you're feeling, stand in the awareness of it, go to your heart and say, okay, I know that this needs to clear. I'm going into my inner temple. I'm trusting and I'm releasing it. And in the meantime, I'm going to rest and recharge. If I feel like I'm overexerting myself, I'm going to take the time. Take this time because, like I said to a few other signs, if you're just pushing things aside, you are doing a disservice to humanity. And Pluto knows that. So it's going to come. Because by pushing things aside, that means humanity has to deal with your issues. We have to transmute it for you. But also you're densifying your vessel. The vessel needs to be clear. We need to move into a new simulation. If you do not completely clear this vessel, you do not enter a new simulation. It's that simple. Right? You remain or you leave the earth. This is like, yeah, it's the raw truth, right? Truth. Like let's get moving here. Let's get real is what this is. You will feel it. You are in the process of massive freaking change. It's time. We're all holding your hand. We're all doing the same, by the way. It's not only you, Pisces. We're all in massive change, like face to face with this, these stuck energies that we keep holding on to, and it's just not working anymore. All right, get ready and take the time to rest. If your body or your mind or your heart is telling you to, you got to listen. All right, I love you, Pisces. You know I do. Like all this tough love is because I love you. So check out my weeklies. I post them every Saturday midnight Eastern time. And I love you. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.